Okay. I guess nobody saw my post on the group chat of my poll. Everybody kind of blew it off, so that's okay. I guess I just keep on doing what I'm doing. Okay, so I want to go over the market really quick. I have these little things here to kind of see a potential, question mark on the last one. But every time we've taken out a previous low here, we have a nice little rally. Okay, we didn't take it out here per se. Actually, we probably almost did, but the numbers don't say it. But we kind of almost did. But we had a nice little rally. Take it out. Definitely took it off. Took out this low. Had a rally here. Took out this low and took out this low. We had a rally, and then we had a bigger rally, kind of higher lows. That's why we had a big one. Then now we're in this scenario where this low was taken out by this low last week, and we had a nice little rally. So now this low took out this low we here. We haven't taken out this one yet, but this recent low. Do we have a little rally to at least up here? I don't know. It's looking like we are because we're definitely in the oversold scenarios. But after market on Friday, it's Sunday, so after 6 p.m. this will start running again. But we are oversold here in this scenario, so we could make a run back to 300, and then that's kind of coincide with this downtrend line where the 21, the 9, the 50, and the 200 kind of just keeps going downward. We might have a little run into the 21 right here at 300 and kind of hit resistance. So we'll see. For now, it looks like we might have a nice little rally. So I'm gonna just go through a few of the stocks in the scan list. I'm sending you this time kind of curated the list. I'm not sending you 300, 500 stocks. I don't think, from what I'm seeing, I don't think you guys are looking at them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the burn on my side. I'm gonna curate the list even more to kind of give you like really like already gone through, already scanned, already analyzed, already detailed, and hot watch list that's kind of like they're ready to go. Either they're getting a buy signal, or they're about to break out from the pivot, or they're in a squeeze. In other words, they're tightening up. It's a scenario where it's kind of going sideways a little bit, and then we might have a nice little run. Like for example, end phase. Like end phase is kind of tightening up a little bit here. Just kind of like it did here, and then had a nice little run. So just like it kind of did here, and it had a nice little run. just like it did here, and a nice little run. Just like it did here, nice little run. You get my point. Okay, so I'm giving you stock. Go through them. There's like 30, 40, 50 total stocks. In each list. So those are actionable. Those are actually like any one of those. Actually, I'm not going to trade them all, but any one of those could be available for next week to trigger. Okay, so the trade that I'm currently on, I'm in Google. And the reason why I'm in Google is because it took out this kind of, it took out this low right here the day I got in, which is Thursday, and on my charting platform, it was hitting a 3 ATR. In other words, it was hitting 3 average true range level. Another way to put it, it was hitting like 3 standard deviation price. In other words, stocks usually move within a 1 standard deviation, which is like 68% of the time. Then 2 standard deviations are like 10% of the time, and then 3 standard deviation are like 1% of the time. So in other words, the probabilities that this 3 standard deviations was going to hold was very high. Hence, I took a position. I know it's below the 50. I mean, this is not a trade for like a long-term thing within my parameters. This would have been, this is a trade right here with above the 50. This is the parameter right here in the 110, 115 range. But I'm taking it to like 105. I'm playing for a $400 move, 100 shares. You buy it at 101, 102. You trade it. You get rid of it at 105, 106 kind of thing. That's it. Once he gets to the 21 right here, I'm sure it's going to hit his head. That'll be the 105, 106 range. So that's kind of how I'm trading down. No big deal. The other thing, the other ones that I'm looking at here are CTVA. CTVA right here, kind of consolidating a little bit here. I picked up some when it came back above the 21. Nice consolidation. My stop is below here. I'm going for a trade up here in the 65 range. The other one I have is PLL. Same thing. See, consolidation. I'm picking it up at the 21 right here. I'm trying to keep it for like a play to like 70, maybe 65 around there. Again, swing trades. This market is not holding on anything. Holding on to any long-term gains. Jack, it's another one that I have. Again, it's been going sideways for a while here. Okay, picked up some here when it's getting squeezed in the 21. Trying to make a play at 27, 28 around there. My stop is not really going to be that low. My stop is going to be like right here, low of this day. Should probably be about 22 something. Venom. See, same thing. Nice little sideways consolidation here. This last few days came up from the 21, so it's kind of holding it. My stop is a break of the 21, trying to make a play to 34, 35. And if it breaks out here, then you have this resistance here where we have this breakout, which I'll be adding to it to a further gains. CRK is another one that I have. I'm looking at. Again, bounced below the 21 at the beginning of the day. When it came back above it, I picked it up. Here's my my line in the sand right here. So I'm stopping out if it breaks below this level. Uncle's definitely right here, but this was the breakout. So this has to hold, which is about another point away, not a big deal. So I'm making a play of 21, 22 up here on this, holding the 21 real nice. SHLS is the other one I have. This one bounced off the 50 when it kind of came back on Friday. I picked up some, consolidating real nice here. This is a nice little trend line that it was a little tighter on my on toss, so this kind of gave me the alert right there. So I kind of picked it up. So I'm again, the 50 right here, the low of the day, is my stop. Solar, number one industry. So I like this setup right here. And then the other one I have, Tesla. It's just been rocking. It's just been rocking. I had the 260. I had the 260 short puts. So I'm like way out of the money. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I think that's probably going to be a 100% winner. So any breakout above this little 300, 305 range could be a target to 315, and then if you get above that, we can just keep going higher to next stop will be 350 around there. Any pullback to the 21, I would say will be viable. So any pullback to the 295 range, 295 to 290 to 290 to 295. That would be a nice little range to pick this up again. And again, you could have a stop right here, or you could have the 21 as your stop. Just don't let the 21, just don't let the price get too far below 21 if we do have a pullback for some reason. But I see this with a lot of relative strength here that we might go higher on Tesla. So again, the markets are not out of the woods yet. We might have another little dead cat bounce like we did here. A nice little rally to maybe hit the 21 here for a couple days. We are in the oversold levels. I did pick up some TQQQs just when I was getting my readings extremely oversold. So those are profitable right now because I did it at the beginning of the day. So if we have a nice little pop on Monday and Tuesday, great. If we don't, it'll be stopped out, no big deal. I like how I'm positioned right now. So go through the scans, go through the list I gave you. Those are all actionable. If when you put them on your charting platform, draw your trend lines and see where the entry would be. Try to get your entries as near to the 21 as possible. Okay, you have your 8 or 9 EMA. You have your 21. You have your 50. You have your 200. Maybe you have a 34 EMA. Kind of get them stacked up. Stock is going like this. Try to get a pullback to a 21, right here, and that's your entry. Somewhere below the 8. So below the 8 and the 21, this is the 8, this is the 21. If it gets to the 34 EMA, then that'll be a stop. So again, the stock has to be going like this, guys. Don't do that on, this garbage. Okay, this is not a stock that if it goes up to 21, I'm buying it. There's no way. I gotta see them, I gotta see them do this, right? I want stocks that are doing this. So when they go up, when they come back to a 21, you're a buyer. When they go up, come back to a 21, you're a buyer. When they go up, come back to a 21, you're a buyer. If they break down and now they start rolling over, then you get out. That's it. Trade is over. It's very simple. Don't complicate things. All right, guys? So put the work in. And if you can, please, answer my poll question. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Talk to you sometime during the day, either Monday or Tuesday.